morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice to Radio, and we just hit 60,000 subs, which is a ridiculous number, which I did not think was even possible just a couple of years ago. So, although it's not really part of the news video today, and I don't think it's news for me, I don't know how much news it really is for anybody else, but I did need to pop a little thank you on the front of this video. A massive thank you to everyone that's watched, sent kind messages, supported in any way, just done anything to help or make this a bit more pleasant. You guys are awesome, and I am extremely grateful. But we have a bunch of news today focused around, well, there's an image of something we've been waiting for an image of. But there's also a bunch of news focused around Sword and Shield 5A over in Japan, Matchless Fighters. Now, it does bear pointing out right at the beginning that Matchless Fighters is not going to be with us for a little while. This is Sword and Shield 5A in Japan, which means it is going to be Sword and Shield 6 over here, and the best information we have at the moment is that this is going to be releasing on June the 18th, 2021. We have had a date. We believe the date. It is from sources that we trust. By we, I mean myself, the lovely Primal Lugia at PTCGRadio, etc. And it does seem to be a real date, but do remember production is all over the place because of the whole global pandemic thing. So any dates right now, until it gets so close they kind of have to be confirmed, should be taken with a pinch of salt. It is coming out in Japan on March the 19th, 2021, but Japan's got Sword and Shield 5 coming out on January the 22nd, which is 1 month and 8 days away from today as we record. So don't expect to see much from Sword and Shield 5A in terms of cards until we get Sword and Shield 5. Although I have it on very good authority that we're going to get a big announcement tomorrow. I'm talking new cards, I'm talking potentially new mechanics. So let's just say I'm going to be checking the news very carefully tomorrow. And if you haven't subscribed, if you're not part of the 60,000, might I suggest joining the ranks? Because, again, I don't know what the announcement is tomorrow, but there seems to be a big announcement coming out of Japan tomorrow. And I think you're probably going to want to be here for when I come and cover that one. Seriously, it looks big. So, Sword and Shield 5A then, what have we got? Well, the real news here is about the Clara and Avery, well, it's just set. I thought there was a fancier name, but I don't actually think there is. Shout out to the lovely Primal Lugia over at PokéGuardian for showing us the sell sheet here. Is it a sell sheet? Yes, I think it is a sell sheet. Let's call it that. It's a new set. It's coming out over in Japan, and it's the kind of thing they get with every set, but they've gone and made it cooler. Now, apparently, I am out on my own on this one, and other people don't agree with me, but it's weird to me that we've got Clara and Avery, who are new characters from the Isle of Armor, featured on the artwork with Galarian Slowking, that is a new Pokemon from the Crown Tundra. I personally don't like that they're being mixed together. Now, having said that, apparently most other people don't mind, and well, let's just say, I don't know exactly, but when I mentioned this to the lovely Joe from Cerebi.net, he suggested that if I've beaten the Crown Tundra, which I blatantly have, I might want to go back to the Isle of Armor and try and find those characters. So that's something for me to look forward to when I get a bit of a break later. Yay! So what we've got here is the usual kind of set. You get yourself a nice long box in which it is all kept. You get yourself a nice deck box. You get yourself some sleeves. And you get yourself 2 boxes of Matchless Fighters, that being Sword and Shield 5A. This is a fairly standard set over in Japan. You get yourself 2 boxes of the set, plus some sleeves, plus a deck box, plus a lovely long box to keep it in. What's different here? Well, what's different here is 2 sets of sleeves. Now, they have removed something. They have removed a coin. Yeah, I'm totally okay with that, ladies and gentlemen. I am absolutely okay with that. They've basically taken out a coin and added in a pack of 64 sleeves. Well, I would swap a coin for a pack of 64 sleeves, personally. And the lovely Antoine Boulet, and that's right, we're shouting out all our favourites in today's video, has pointed out that the Avery sleeves actually feature a Galarian Slowpoke wearing Avery's hat. Also the deck box as well. Who doesn't want that? I do. Actually, the long box has got it kind of hidden on the side there as well. So if you're over in Japan, this is wonderful news. Interesting thing about the release dates, of course, this is coming out with Matchless Fighters on the 19th of March. As it stands at the moment, that is the current release date of our Sword and Shield 5 set, which, well, like I say, that's the one on which we're getting news tomorrow. Now, another cool thing coming here, we finally got on a lovely look at the sell sheet for Sword and Shield 5A, which just confirms a lot of what we thought before. There are 3 bullet points there, but they are bullet points we have mentioned before, so I will be nice and quick. Bullet point number 1 basically says that Ichigeki and Rengeki are going to get more cards to support them. That is the single strike and rapid strike mechanics we are expecting. We are expecting them to be coming in Sword and Shield 5, and we are expecting, well, put it this way, right? Sword and Shield 5 is just over a month away in Japan. We are expecting a new single strike and rapid strike mechanic to come in that set. There is a big announcement from Japan tomorrow, including playstyles, which are going to be coming in 2021. I mean, I'm not saying it's definitely going to be that tomorrow, but I'd be pretty gosh darn surprised if it was anything else. So that's kind of cool. So essentially, that we're getting more cards to really expand that into its own mechanic. I.e., no, it's not just going to be an Urshifu V and a different Urshifu V with the other form. It is a proper new mechanic. There are going to be new meta-defining cards, new really good cards unrelated to Single Strike and Rapid Strike. So basically just telling us that yes, we are supporting those mechanics, but there's going to be other things coming as well. And that there is also going to be a new style of art card. We mentioned this before, it is expected to just be art. It is not expected to come with any new mechanic or anything along those lines. It is just going to be a new style of art card. And we've just had a little reminder, confirmation, call it what you will there, of this really cool gimmick they're doing, whereby if you buy a box of Sword and Shield 5 over in Japan, you get an Urshifu V, either single strike or rapid strike. It's kind of guaranteed in the box. But you also get a ticket, and then when Sword and Shield 5A Matchless Fighters comes out 2 months later, you go and buy 10 packs, give in your ticket, and get a VMAX. Tell me that doesn't sound amazing. I really hope there's a similar kind of promotion over here. I'm not sure there's going to be. Now, I did, when I mentioned this previously, challenge Antoine in the video that I'd buy a box of these, and then I'd send Antoine the ticket, and Antoine would buy the 10 packs, and I'd reimburse the cost of the 10 packs, and then be sent the VMAX. Never heard back about that one, so if you're watching, Antoine, come on, let's do this. The other news we've had today is all to do with the Elite Trainer box from Shining Fates. And it's not huge news, but it's kind of cool news. We finally have had a look at the contents of the Elite Trainer box. Now, there are no massive surprises here, but what it does do is it shows us the art. Now, the art matches rather nicely the front of the Elite Trainer box, but just confirmation there of all of the energy. We can now see what the dice look like, because they do, of course, change every time. We can see the sleeves, etc., although they do match the design of the Elite Trainer box. And we can see confirmation there of that lovely EVV Max, which is going to be the promo from there. I did do a video recently going through essentially what you should pre-order from Shining Fates. I called it a pre-order guide, if I remember correctly. And essentially, that'll go through all of the products. If you want the too long didn't watch version, which makes me sad incidentally, but I like to think I'm occasionally slightly adaptable, this is the product from Shining Fates that you're going to want to try and pre-order. No guarantees, it's not going to be the easiest one to find out in the wild, but the fact that you get that promo and everything else, and, well, the conclusion essentially was you should be expected to pay $5 per pack, and this is still $5 per pack, but you also get the EVV Max and all the other stuff, so, yeah. Seems pretty cool. It's a weird kind of news day today because it's a lot of stuff we kind of already knew, but it's confirmation of it, pictures of it, proof of it, etc. And a lovely tease for tomorrow's video. I cannot tell you this with absolute certainty, but remember, every year at World we get a big announcement. That is a fact. Every year at Worlds, something big is announced. Last year at Worlds, we got the debut of Pokémon V. So we were expecting a big announcement at Worlds this year, a new type of card, new mechanic, whatever. We never got it, and we still haven't heard it. I'm not telling you that tomorrow's announcement from Japan is going to be what would have been in the World's opening ceremony, because I don't know that for a fact. But I am telling you that that is my prediction, and that I feel very, very confident in that prediction. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to know what you think about this. And I'd like to know how excited you are for these upcoming Sword and Shield sets, bearing in mind these are basically kicking off year 2 of Sword and Shield in the Pokémon TCG, and I, for one, am very excited indeed. So go nuts in the comment section, would ya? But be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.